Okay, Dakar Desert Rally, a game that we very much enjoyed. Probably still continue playing. You can see with the beautiful environment the reason why we gave it such a high score for the graphics of the game. On both PC and PS5 it's actually just beautiful. Until, well, things like this happen. Back to the more basic things at the beginning. We prefer doing actually tuning on the setups because it does make a difference. Things like toe angles, cameras, helps a bit with the rotation of the car, getting the car to actually turn. The best way to do this is to actually look at the road book. I just didn't for this because I had a rough idea of how the track looks like. So I already had an idea that, well, there's quite a couple of bumps. I want a bit of a soft suspension, and I want a bit more steering just because of my personal preference of driving cars. It does mean that I do lose out on the straight lines, but that's a compensation that has been working for me so far. I do experiment a bit with the ride height, but yeah, that's just how I am. You'll also see that on the brakes, I prefer running a row brake balance, just because it helps it brake better in a straight line, but it decreases the stability a bit. Further than this, when you repair cars, you actually do have to pay with your own currency. Then for each different game mode, whether it be sport, simulation, professional, you will get an introduction like this.
The waypoint number always corresponds to the roadbook's note number. Every time one of these lights turns green, it means you've successfully validated a waypoint, and you should proceed to the next one. PCs or passage controls change to yellow. It's not mandatory to validate waypoints sequentially. Not all of them are required, but if you reach the finish line with unvalidated waypoints, you face time penalties that can lead to disqualification. There are several types of waypoints. Many of them are not visible and can only be detected by the GPS provided by the rally organization. You discover stages' routes by validating these waypoints. This enables you to complete each step and avoid penalties, disqualifications, or getting lost. Each waypoint has a detection radius. When you reach a waypoint, as indicated in the tulip, the roadbook note is also validated. When you reach the final note, you will be in the arrival section of the stage. Prepare to turn left. Attention, danger one. Bumps.
Furthermore, you can see that the different types of weathers you can get actually make a big difference in your visibility. As you can see, I have no idea where to drive in the tree there, or that car. You will see there at the bottom of your screen when you have damage to your car. You can just hit the corresponding button and repair. You will also realize that although you are driving one class, it doesn't stop the game from adding ATVs, bikes, trucks, different classes to the same race. It doesn't mean that you have to race and overtake them to win. It's still just the overall time. The sports mode just make it a bit more enjoyable, a bit more arcade-ish, so you can see the view of the waypoints and you can just feel like you're not driving alone. You will also see that even though this car only has a drive gear, this isn't how old cars are. The cars have automatic and semi-automatic gearboxes. I just got lucky. Still don't know how, but I did. Here you can see how it goes from quite clear weather into just a massive snowstorm out of nowhere. It really does impair your visibility.
Forward on traces, dip. Forward on traces, danger 3, rocks. Left to track, leave traces, uphill. 2 kilometers, forward on track. Attention, danger 3, bump, dip. Stay on traces, leave track, danger 3, bump, dip. Forward on traces.
Oh, there's an AR on the side. That happens from time to time. There's some spectacular crashes that you can see. Here we can see when the AR is not as friendly. As you can see, I'm trying to reverse, I'm trying to get out of there, the AI just won't let me. They're blocking me here. Now, you can reset to the nearest waypoint. I personally wouldn't recommend it because you actually do lose a lot more time than just trying to get out of here. Although you could justify saying that you won't get as much damage. Furthermore, the trucks in this game feels like they have no power steering. So just be aware of that if you are racing on a steering wheel like I do. Come on, there we go. Yeah, finally.
1 kilometer. Keep traces. Danger 2. Water. Rocks. Cap 113.
Here you can see the difference between the sports mode, where you spend the last couple of clips, and the professional clip. You don't have any waypoint markers, no arrows. You have your road book on the right bottom of your screen, and you have to listen to the co-driver, although he can sometimes be a bit annoying, because it doesn't always give you instructions. Well, for me at least. And also it can sometimes take its time to actually get you back on the right direction if you do get lost, which is quite often. You'll also see that sometimes you think, okay, I can put a good sector together, and then this happens. The car just refuses to turn and brake, and then you fly. Here's a sponsor wheel. Spin the wheel and select your prizes. If you do pick a new vehicle, you'll have to complete a qualifying stage with it, and then do an event with it to keep that vehicle. And now you'll see all the stages that are unlocked.